first day of the U podcast. You know, we just sit down and talk some basketball, talk some NBA. You know, everyone loves the NBA. It's been a very packed week. A lot of hoops happened. You know, the in-season tournament. What's this one called again?
NBA Cup.
NBA Cup.
Yeah.
You know, fines, travels, underperforming teams, overperforming teams. You know, the clash of the year, Cleveland versus Cavs. A lot happened, so we're gonna talk about it, have some fun. You know, let's go into that. Let's start with the Cavs versus Celtics game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, Cavs 15-0 going into Boston, going to TD Garden. You know, the team that they lost to last year in the playoffs in the second round. And yeah, Boston really handled business. They were up the whole time. You know, led by 20 at some points. Like, what do you think about that game, Phil? What did you see there?
You know, now Cavs 15-1. I mean, it's kind of like up for debate now. Who's the best team in the East? Or I'd probably say between the Cavs and the Celtics, best team in the league, probably between one of those teams. Something that kind of like caught my eye as a longtime Boston Celtics fan. We keep blowing these 20-point leads that we get. We, you know, shoot threes like it's nothing. We make them like it's nothing. And, you know, third quarters have been like our kryptonite for us. So it was just like last year, blowing 20-point leads. Gladly and then catch up to us with winning the chip, but I mean, we just keep blowing.
I mean, that's what the Cavs are best at, though, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like if it wasn't the Celtics, the Cavs would have actually came back and won, because that's what they do. Like, they're not really a great first half team. The Cavs, I've noticed, they do a lot of coming back in the third and the fourth quarter, or like if it's a tight game, they'll find the separation in the fourth quarter. But I think the Celtics, you know, they have enough two-way players, you know, enough people that can make timely threes and play really good defense that the Celtics were able to hold off the Cavs. Yeah. So I feel like it was an obvious thing that the Cavs were about to come back. I just don't think that the Cavs were about to just get blown out by 20.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually more of a good thing for the Celtics. Like, I think it's a more of an impressive thing the Celtics were able to hold them off and not even let it go to overtime. Because that would have been a problem if they blew the entire lead. Like, they still won by a couple points, and they still made, you know, very timely clutch plays.
Yeah.
So I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like the Cavs are kind of owned by the Celtics.
Yeah.
Like, in the pregame interview, if you saw them, all the Cavs players were really like, they were like, yeah, they're a really good team. We're just going to try our best. They didn't really have a confidence or the swagger of a team that was 15-0. So I feel like that attributed to why they came in flat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they just really didn't come in like confident against this team. And that showed in the first half, and that comeback is like once they got comfortable and made that comeback. So I feel like when Celtics go back to Cleveland, they gotta have that swagger. They gotta be like, yes, we're that team. We're the Cavaliers. We're pros. We're stars. So yeah, I would honestly say that game showed me that Celtics are still the best team.
Yeah.
But you said a very interesting take right there. You said best team in the league between both of them?
I mean, I think so, with how, like, the West is kind of just playing itself out. You know, all those, like, top 5 teams. I think 5-6 teams in the West all have 10 wins. So I feel like it's up to the East now. Because I mean, the East, with the Celtics being the defending champs, is kind of like the conference to beat, too. But to go back to, like, the game and stuff, I mean, the Cavs were just kept chipping away. Mitchell finished with 35 points, 8 rebounds. Tatum, double-double, 33 and 12, to go along with 7 assists. But, I mean, the kind of, like, rotten spot for the Cavs was Darius Garland, who, like, previously in, like, his last maybe 3-4 games, like, averaged 25 plus. And he shoots like 3 for 21 from the field. So, I mean, they were pretty injured. Strus was out. LeVert was out. Okoro was out. I mean,
that's a lot of people.
But I mean, social media was talking about it and all that about how if the Cavs won, it would be like a fluke because Celtics didn't have Porzingis. I mean, they didn't have like their backup centers like Luke Cornett, not fully healthy because Pritchard was like a game time decision before the game and stuff like that. But I mean, I think it shows how like Celtics can like really
win the game without their full roster.
Win the game without the full roster.
I feel like that side of the internet that you said it was a fluke.
Yeah.
That's the rotten side of it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn now. Injuries are really just a part of the game.
Yeah.
Like you said, both sides had injured people. So you can't say it's a fluke. Like they win the game, they win the game. Like you can always say if they had their full roster, but they didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like people get injured, and that's your team. It's like it's not a one person show. It's like your team.
Yeah.
And that's actually an interesting point. How you said Darius Garland, I was like, he had like he was on 3 games, 25 points plus. Maybe that's just the Celtics is like best, like they just counter teams with very like undersized, quick guards. Cause like it's the same thing they did. They just shut down Kyrie in the finals last year. So I'm starting to think that's really what the best thing that Drew Holiday brings, and like having those like big two-way players like Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown. Like Darius Garland, he's quick. He can shoot a shot. But when you have like a big 6'5" guy that is also quick and is strong, it really makes it very hard for Darius Garland or Kyrie Irving to get their shots up and get to the spots. And it's not like he was playing unaggressive. Like he took a lot of shots, right? Yeah. So it's just that I really feel like the Celtics defense is like just elite.
Yeah.
Especially at the guard position.
Yeah.
Another soft spot of the Cavs is Jared Allen only scoring 10. I feel like they should have given the ball more. Like Darius Garland got to find a way to pass the ball, get his team involved if he can't get involved. Because it's like, I feel like that would have helped too if the Cavs could really just distribute the ball more. I really feel like that helps when you can read the game and say, oh, this is not working, I can't score. I gotta trust my people. I gotta help my people. But it's hard to assist you when you said you're missing a lot of people.
Yeah, I think that's one of like the positives for Boston, but also negatives for the entire league. That their guards, Drew Holiday, Derek White, even Peyton Pritchard, who in my opinion, 6th man of the year right now, coming off the bench. But like that's one of their positives with like shutting down these quick, fast guards, like you said with Garland and Irving. Even like not shutting down Luka, but like lowering his point total, lowering his like drive, making it hard for him to score. That's one of the Boston's like perks to having those two amazing guards.
You know what another perk of Boston is?
What?
Their MVP, Jason Tatum. That man's just on a fryer. Mm-hmm. He's doing it to every team now. Buzzer beater against the Raptors. Very timely big shots against the Cavs. Yeah. He did look like the best player out there still. Yeah, he dropped like 33 points.
33, 12 rebounds, 7 assists.
He just does everything.
Yeah.
Is it 7?
7 assists.
Passes the ball, shoots the rock. Mm-hmm. One of the best slashers. I really feel like Jason Tatum has a strong argument to be this year's MVP.
Yeah.
And I said it from the beginning. I caught it from preseason. I saw one look at Jason Tatum's faster shot in preseason. I said, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be the MVP this year."
Yeah, his faster shot mixed with all that like revenge building up in the summer with USA in the Olympics, Steve Kerr. It's kind of just like a let them know season.
Let them know.
Yeah.
And it's not like when he didn't win the Finals MVP, when he didn't win the Eastern Conference MVP, it's not like he played bad.
Yeah.
I did a video on that, or I looked at it he was scoring dang near the same as Jaylen Brown in both of those series. It's just that what Celtics fans and what Tatum fans grew and loved was his shot, really. He was always a good player at everything, but there was his shot, 50 points in the All-Star game. like two years ago.
Yeah.
50 points in Game 7 against the 76ers. And he does that when he's hitting them threes, hitting them contested threes, them step back threes, the side step threes. And it's just like he wasn't doing that. So like it's just like his game just wasn't sexy last year. Like it just wasn't what people became accustomed to looking at. So I feel like now that he's gotten better at everything else, he's a great playmaker, he's a great defender, he's a great slasher, and he's making threes consistently again. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a close race all the way to the end. Anthony Davis, number 2. I think Anthony Davis is actually like ranked number 1 right now. But I don't think.
I think right now he is.
But I don't think it's gonna end that way.
Yeah, no way.
I mean, Anthony Davis is like probably like a defensive player of the year caliber player.
He's looking like it.
So that's gonna be a tough one for real. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I really just like. I like Jason Tatum a little bit more. He's on the more winning team. But I mean, Lakers are up there too again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So both players have a good argument for them.
Yeah. Some notable news in the NBA right now about like LaMelo Ball being fined $100K for using. We don't want to say the comment, but
said no homo.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's kind of ridiculous, bro.
I mean, it was after a win, post game interview. I mean, maybe that might have led to him not playing the last minutes of the game.
Yeah, maybe like his coach is already like fed up with him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like players do that type of stuff all the time. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've seen videos and post game interviews of Melo like just like swearing the F word, just constantly.
Yeah. It's like
I mean, it does seem like he doesn't give.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck. So
he doesn't care for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's like one of those things. Just like he's young.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people say that a lot. It's not really a thing that's like. And he commented on it. You know, he said he's a judge. It's all love and stuff. But it's just like it's a really good phrase.
Pat Riley is getting a statue in LA for his coaching. Note that's LA's 8th statue for their organization.
Was it? Did it look good?
I mean, it hasn't been revealed yet,
Okay.
but that's LA's 8th statue.
Yo, talking about statue, what do you think about the Dwayne Wade statue?
Oh, it's definitely one of the worst I've seen.
Dwayne Wade, he liked it, but like
he liked it, but also I think he was just
like here too
doing it for the media and stuff.
It looked it didn't look like him.
It did not look like him.
The face didn't look like him.
No.
I feel like the moment that they chose is like he was like yelling. You know what I mean? His mouth was wide open. So I feel like that's like a hard type of statue to replicate. Like I don't know if you ever see some of these moments when these players are really hype.
Yeah.
Like it's like that dog is coming out of them. Like, they don't even look the same. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like going back to the Jason Tatum 50 points against the 76ers. I remember one of his celebrations, his mouth was like wide open. It's like, who is this man right here? Like he kind of looked scary. Like, he looked like different. So, but yeah, it didn't look that good. The statue didn't look that good.
Yeah, for these like statues for these NBA organizations, they try to capture like the moment of that player's career. I mean, like with Dirk's like shot, Kobe's like jersey tug. I mean, Dwayne Wade, there was a lot. There was a lot with the picture with Braun. The one where he stands up on the
board.
On the board.
That one probably would have been the best one to choose. Probably the most easiest one to do, you know, without messing it up. You know, but they went with the high risk, high reward one. They took the risk, bro. And they kind of sold for it.
Some news coming out of Philly here. Resident Philly fan here. Maxey is, his name is surfacing the internet with criticizing Embiid's, tardiness, and that Maxey said he challenged the former NBA MVP to be on time for team activities in the future.
I mean, which is important, I mean, it's important to be held accountable, like in the beginning of the season, the biggest criticism was, Embiid's not playing. But now that we've seen Embiid play 3 games, it's fair to say the biggest criticism is like he's not playing well.
Yeah.
So it's just like you gotta figure out a way to get him back to the MVP level. He doesn't look like he's an MVP. He doesn't look like he's an all-star right now. He doesn't look like a superstar. I feel like I can name like 5 centers just off dome that are better than him. Like, I feel like it's so bad how the way he's playing that I feel like if you had replaced Joel Embiid with Nikola Vucevic, the Bulls guy, the Bulls center, they would have beat the Heat that game. Like that's how like unproductive, like just like a non-factor Embiid is on the basketball court now. Like, he hasn't played the end of the fourth quarter in each of the games. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's an administration or if the coach just doesn't trust him enough to finish a game off. Like his last game in the book against the Heat was his first game since 2018 where he hasn't made a free throw. Yeah. Like it's just a weird style. Like, he's just not aggressive. So it's just like, is he still like that injured? Like that he shouldn't be on the court still? Like if you took this much time in criticism to hold him back, you know, from play, 10 games after the season starts. You feel me? And he finally comes back, you would assume that when he finally comes back, he's actually like gonna be healthy. Yeah. But it's like, is he still not healthy? Like, I don't know. It's really bad. Like the situation in Philadelphia, for all you Philadelphia fans, not me, but like for all you Philadelphia fans, it's looking really bad right now.
Yeah, I think there's some bright spots to look forward as a Philly fan. I mean, Paul George, Maxey, and Embiid haven't played like a single second together in court. I mean, who knows what that's going to be like? Who knows like how good that's going to be?
It's going to be amazing.
That's a trio of like all-stars basically.
It's going to be amazing. Maxey's the best player on the 76ers.
Yeah.
Like, give me that take?
100%.
Like, maybe not peak. Obviously, MVP Embiid was better. Last year, December, Embiid was better. Yeah. But, like, the way the season ended last year in the playoffs and the way the season started this year, if I had to start 2K, my team, and I had to choose between Embiid or Maxey, I'd go Embiid. Because, there's no injuries. But if I had to do it in real life, then I'd pick Maxey. Because, like, he's just more consistent. He stays healthy. He does not cheat the game at all.
Yeah. Another bright spot for Philly fans, Jared McCain. It's going off.
A young buck.
Scored 20 points on Monday. Who knows what's to come tonight against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are hurt, though.
Grizzlies are hurt.
Yeah.
Embiid should play.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good game. Ooh, they don't have Zach Edey. They don't have John Morant.
Nope.
Yeah, bro. I wish the Grizzlies could stay healthy, too, bro.
Yeah,
I wish they could stay healthy, too. But Jared McCain, I'm so happy Philly got Jared McCain. I had a good feeling about him since I saw the draft. Like, I don't know why. Like, I had a good feeling about him. And I was not expecting this. He had a 34-point game. Like, he's really balling. It's been a couple games where he had like 20 plus. Yeah. He's really balling, and it's like not just a 3-point shooter. Like, it's not like Philly just drafted him just to be a 3-point shooter. His mid-range game is good. He can finish. He got a dunk. He's trying to get bodies now. Jared McCain really is not scared, and I'm excited to see his growth. Yeah. I had a feeling it was going to be at one point Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey as the starting 1 and 2. I didn't expect it to happen so soon. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I didn't expect it to happen so soon, which I'm happy to see that. Because I don't know what it is with the rest of the team, but they can't control the ball or slow the game down to like really get that many ISO plays. Like Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre Jr., when they slash, it's a quick step slash. They get to the rack and they make a layup or they miss a layup. Jay McCain, he's doing dribble moves. He's doing turnaround dribbles. Finishing off strong. Like, he's doing like high level guard moves as a rookie. So I love to see his. I love to see how much he can develop. It's like it's all perfect for him though. Yeah. Like you can definitely tell he's a rookie. You definitely tell he's still learning things. There's 2 things that I guess the Heat game that bothered me. And I don't know. I'm starting to doubt Nick Nurse. I can't even lie. I'm starting to doubt Nick Nurse because Tell me why, for the love of God, tell me why we can't have someone else inbound the ball. Why does it have to be Jared McCain? Like, rookies are rookies for a reason. Like, you can tell he's scared. You can tell you can tell he doesn't know the perfect time, the perfect strength to inbound the ball. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a good time. And he's the best scorer on the lineup. So why not have like Caleb Martin pass it in so you get like a quick Jared McCain, 3? Like, why is it Jared McCain? So that's my first thing. And my second thing is his synergy with Joel is just not great yet at all. Yeah. Like, there was like 3 times the ball got stolen because he tried to pass the ball to Joel Embiid. So even if Jared McCain can score, his game, all in all, his game still needs, it still can improve, definitely.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah, I think it's only it only goes up from.
It goes up. Yeah.
It only goes up from here for Philly. I think they already hit rock bottom, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's only up.
Lower than
I think they get an easy win against the Grizzlies. I think tonight. Grizzlies recently lost to the Nuggets last night in the Cup. Murray with 27 points and Westbrook recording his 200th triple-double.
Yeah, Murray was frying. That's a big accomplishment by Westbrook.
Yeah, Nuggets winning without Jokic, who's been out for his 3rd straight game. Yeah. So no injuries there, though.
Oh, it's a personal issue, isn't it?
Yeah, personal reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Pelicans Mavs last night.
Mavs cooked.
Nothing else to talk about there. Nope.
Yeah, real quick. Pelicans are sorry, bro. I can't lie. Pelicans are sorry.
They're playing the Cavs tonight, and pretty much they're 4-11 right now. They got Trey Murphy, C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, and Zion all out tonight. And they've just added Elfrid Payton. Do you remember Elfrid Payton?
I don't know that name.
On the Magic.
Oh, is he good?
Remember, like, his hair was, like, right here?
Uh-huh.
His hair was, like, overflowing his head.
Little curly hair guy? I don't think that's going to help them, bro. I don't know if it's going to help them. That's bad.
Yeah.
How they all hurt, bro? That's bad.
DeJounte Murray, in, like, the beginning of the season, hurting his wrist, too. I don't think Zion's played a game this season. I don't think.
You're lying, bro.
I think he might have played 1 or 2, but...
it's got to be the worst team in the league right now.
I think Alvarado's out with like a hamstring injury, maybe.
Played 6.
But yeah, more injuries last night in the Thunder Spurs game. Spurs ended up winning without Wemby.
The injury bug is.
Yeah, Wemby's got a bruised knee.
The injury bug is plaguing the league right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting hurt.
Yeah. SGA dropping 32, but still losing to the Spurs.
Yeah, I would love to see Wemby. Not Wemby. Yeah, Wemby and Chet play every time those 2 team plays.
Yeah.
I really love the unicorn battles. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think people always like bring attention to Wemby versus Chet, but people don't bring attention to it when they play the other ones. Like, I remember it was like Spurs versus Wizards. I really like that game. Seeing Wemby versus Alex Sarr.
Yeah.
You gotta include the other unicorns in these conversations. Like, that's headlines. Like, you go Spurs versus Heat. You can see Wemby versus Kalal Ware. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You go to Boston. You can see Wemby versus Porzingis. Like, I think any 7-footer that has that type of game, they can handle the ball, they can shoot, is interesting. You know what I mean? Like, Alex Sarr had some buckets on Wemby. Like, he was hitting some moves on him. Which I feel like the ESPN and the big like news articles always very much advertised Wemby versus Chet. You got to look at the other ones too. I'm interested to see like, especially the Alex Sarr. I want to see how good the Wizards can be. Yeah. Like, I do like Jordan Poole. Mm-hmm. I like how they got Valanciunas. Yeah. I think that team is the team that has a little potential. Like, maybe in a year or 2, get some right pieces.
I totally agree with you that the Wizards, they're looking like the Magic right now, from the Magic like 2-3 years ago. Right? with like their young core. You know, the draft so far the draft was a success for the Wizards. But I mean, I've been like scrolling through like NBA news, NBA rumors, and I mean, people got to start thinking about how the Wizards like they should try and trade either Poole, Kuzma, or Brogdon.
Leave Poole. He's young.
Yeah,
and he's better than Kuzma. He's more percentage than Kuzma.
Yeah. I think leave Poole, leave Brogdon, because Brogdon's kind of like that vet guard, brings championship DNA with the Bucks and the Celtics. But I mean, I think you gotta trade Kuzma.
I can't see it. I can't scroll anymore and see these like random Kuzma airballs. It's like it's always happening. Like it's like you don't even see no Kuzma highlights. It's just like you're scrolling and it's someone conning him with an airball. I feel like if Wizards got like a Brandon Ingram for Kuzma, maybe like another like some draft pieces, that is a team. That'd be an interesting team.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of interesting young teams right now. Another one that I'm really interested in right now is the Pistons.
Yeah.
Pistons.
They're actually winning.
They're winning, and they're either winning or having really close battles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Giannis had to drop 59, to beat them. You know what I mean? That was without Dame.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like the Pistons are where Magic and Indiana were like a year or two ago.
Yeah, Pacers do. Yeah.
Pacers. What's going on with the Pacers?
They seem to be underperforming a little bit. I mean, I think they're fully healthy. Besides Miles Turner, Benedict Matherin's back. You pretty much bring back that whole entire team that made that run in the playoffs last year. You still got McConnell. You obviously still got Halliburton, Nembhard.
Miles Turner is an important piece, though.
Yeah, I think the only bright spot for the Pacers is how Siakam has stepped up this season.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dropping 30. He's dropping close to 40. I mean, he nearly dropped 40 when the Pacers beat the Celtics. He was going off.
The Pacers were the first team to beat the Celtics too. Yeah. Wasn't that a big pass to Siakam 3?
Yeah, Siakam 3.
They Miles Turner is a big piece. You know what happened to Miles Turner? That's a big piece to be losing. I don't see anything. He's playing today. Oh no, calf. He's questionable today. It's a calf. Yeah, Miles Turner is a big piece because that's like on top 3, maybe like top 5 shooting centers in the league right now. He loves that shot, and like a day when it's on, that's a big piece. I think the real main problem is the wonkiness of Halliburton's performance.
Yeah,
he might have a really good game one day and just like not making any shots the next day, and that's another player that's like, he's always looking at the pass, which is good, but that's another player where it's like you have to like figure out other ways to impact. But I don't know. Al Halliburton is always a good passer. I feel like his scoring.
He averaged a double-double last season, and I think he averaged the most assists too.
Yeah,
but
it's a little down this.
Those numbers have gone down this year.
8.5 this year and 16.1. So it's weird. I guess just having Pascal Siakam too is like diminishing the ball, like taking the ball out of his hand. But if you're the one, the Pacers are one of those teams that always give it to their point guard. Like Pacers, whenever they get a rebound, they look for Halliburton. They give him the ball. So it's like, his assists really should be up if you have a reliable Pascal Siakam. If you give it to the mid range, he's gonna hit that like little mid range jumper. He'll a little spin move. So I don't know if that's like a chemistry thing. I feel like I'm not too worried about them. I feel like the Pacers definitely will at least make the playoffs again.
Yeah.